Hello everybody, welcome back to a World of Warship Blitz video. This is the fourth video in the knife fighting with Royal Navy cruisers. And in this video we are going to be covering two very important topics related to the knife fighting in Royal Navy cruisers, and those topics are smoke and torpedoes. So we'll start, I think, with torpedoes, because those are likely to be the first item on the list. So generally what I do with torpedoes, there are two settings for torpedoes. There is single fire and there is spread. When I am knife fighting, when I'm dealing with destroyers, it is never single fire. It is always a spread, and the reason for the spread is that the torpedoes are your best way of modifying the behaviour of the destroyers. If you fire them correctly, the destroyer will see them coming and be forced to turn into a position where they cannot fire their torpedoes at you, and you can still hammer them with your guns. So we'll see some of that in action during the course of this video. You can see here that because we've got only one destroyer, I'm having to operate in the role of a destroyer and spotting, and I'm trying not to get too far ahead of our battleships, but as it turns out that's probably happened a little bit. But yeah, the Leander, which I'm in here, the tier 6 Leander with its with the concealment mod and historical camo, actually has an excellent spotting distance. So if you are short of destroyers, as long as the enemy doesn't have too many of them, it is quite useful that you can you can operate sort of in that scouting role if you're careful. Right, so what I'm going to do here is, I probably should have fired them further ahead. That looks like the Junway is firing torpedoes at me. We get tagged by one of those. We get 2 hits on the Omaha. He has got torpedoes. I'm not sure if he's fired them, but as it turns out, he's in a lot of trouble anyway. And we take him down for the first strike. So now we looks like we've lost a Nicholas, which is a bit of a shame, because I think he was going for that Janeway, but unfortunately hiding in amongst the Janeway is hiding in amongst all the battleships. Right, so here we are. We're just trying to knock guns off the enemy field. That Janeway is too far away. Now what he's going to do is he's actually heading in towards me, which is a very clever thing to do, because once I get one decent shot as we pass, but if I miss it, he can unload torpedoes and that will do a lot of damage. Here is where you use smoke. So one of the things that you do in the Royal Navy cruisers is, I want to get as close to him as possible so he doesn't have arming time. He turns to the left. I fire some torpedoes so that if he crosses to the left and gets a good firing solution on me, he gets punished, and then I open fire with the guns. Now I am getting hit quite badly by the enemy there, and I think someone else is probably going to take him out, but as you can see, yep, there goes torpedoes. We slow, we turn in, and yeah, well, let's just take out this Nicholas. So as you can see from there was quite a good combination there. So the smoke was used to disrupt the attack very effectively, and then the torpedoes were used to shape his behaviour, and unfortunately I sent him into the cap and then he went and torpedoed a battleship, but hey, at least I'm still going. There's a little bit of selfishness goes on sometimes when you're in a knife fight. You can't protect everybody. This Emile Bertin is almost a destroyer. It's got the armour of a destroyer. So here we are. We're going to be hammering away at him. I need to get inside the cap so that we continue to get our points. So what I've done there is I've slowed down, sped up, taken a hit. But those torpedoes, once again, are to force the behaviour, and I'm going to fire down that line, because it's for him to stay in the cap and get a good firing solution on me. He's going to go directly in front of those torpedoes. Because there's 2 of them, what I do there is I pop my smoke, keep the firepower on the Emile Bertin. I'm facing towards the, oh no, that's the Emile Bertin's torpedoes. I just need to knock them out of the game, and then I'm going to have to work out what to do with this Omaha. I'm not going to be able to rotate my turret, but my torpedoes come back online. Reverse out, fire roughly where I think he's going to be, and once again Not so certain about whether or not I'm going to hit him, but I certainly forced him into a defensive posture. He's fired torpedoes. I'll probably wear one of those. I'll get my heel back in time. And then out the other side I've got the other torpedoes to clinch the kill. So as you can see, the turrets rotate incredibly quickly because I have the plus 20% turret rotation and the plus 20% elite skill, and that is because when you're knife fighting you really want those turrets to be able to get into position as quickly as possible, giving us the most valuable player award. So there you go, smoke and torpedoes. Torpedoes are for shaping behaviour and smoke is for disrupting enemy attacks. Bring us to the top of the list at 56,000 damage, 3 kills, and that's what the Leander's just fantastic at. Anyway, 6 torpedo hits, 101 main battery hits. Pretty plain game, but yeah, pretty happy with that. And that's a bit of a demonstration of smoke and torpedoes in the Royal Navy cruiser knife fighting. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.